12 unpleasant aspects of aging that are often unacknowledged. Have you ever wondered why some people seem to lose respect as they age, even when they haven't done anything wrong? It's not wrinkles or gray hair, but rather unintentional habits that can annoy others. The thing is, most people won't tell you. This video explores 12 such habits that become more common with age, and more importantly, how to avoid them. If you want to maintain respect, connection, and even affection from others at any age, don't miss this. 1. High expectations for young people, a gentle approach. The roots of intergenerational criticism. Older adults often reminisce about the past, perceiving it as simpler, more virtuous, and more straightforward. This can lead to expectations that younger generations should emulate their predecessors' lifestyles and behaviors. This sentiment may manifest as harsh judgment and intolerance towards the evolving lifestyles of younger generations. Rapid societal change. The modern world is characterized by rapid technological advancements, shifting social values, and evolving lifestyles. These changes can leave older adults feeling alienated and resistant, potentially resulting in criticism of younger generations for embracing these changes. Lack of understanding. Some older adults may fail to fully comprehend or appreciate the unique challenges faced by younger generations. This can lead to unfair criticism, often rooted in the perspectives and experiences of their own generation. Consequences of excessive criticism and intergenerational divide. Persistent criticism from older adults can create a rift between generations. Younger individuals may feel disrespected and withdraw, hindering open communication and the sharing of thoughts and concerns. Resentment and loss of respect. Constant criticism can foster feelings of being undervalued in younger generations. This not only breeds resentment, but can also erode the respect they hold for their elders. Fostering a negative environment. Repeated criticism cultivates a negative environment, making intergenerational communication difficult. Older adults may feel disconnected, while younger generations miss opportunities for learning and mentorship. Why this is a habit worth changing. Societal evolution. Each generation confronts unique challenges, necessitating distinct approaches to problem solving. What previous generations deemed appropriate may no longer be suitable in the contemporary world. Criticism hinders problem solving and exacerbates intergenerational tension. Mutual respect. Instead of criticism, older adults can choose to listen and learn about younger generations, recognizing their efforts to navigate their own unique challenges. Dialogue and shared understanding foster connection rather than division. Encouraging growth and learning. Younger generations can learn significantly from the experiences of their elders. However, excessive criticism discourages the acceptance of advice and shared wisdom. Older adults should act as mentors, creating spaces for intergenerational exchange and mutual learning. How to change this habit? Embracing change. Accepting that society evolves and that each generation tackles challenges differently is crucial. Older adults must acknowledge that technological and societal progress is inevitable, and younger generations are striving to excel within a dynamic world. Listening and understanding. Instead of resorting to criticism, older adults should actively listen to and understand the perspectives of younger generations. This fosters stronger relationships and provides valuable insight into their thoughts and actions. Encouraging interaction. Older adults can proactively participate in activities with younger generations, exploring their interests and passions. This strengthens intergenerational bonds and creates opportunities for shared experiences and mutual learning. 2. Personal hygiene practices. Causes of neglecting personal hygiene. Physical limitations. As we age, certain health issues can make maintaining personal hygiene more challenging. Conditions such as arthritis, loss of balance, reduced flexibility, or diseases like Alzheimer's or Parkinson's can make showering, dressing, or other hygiene tasks difficult or strenuous. Lack of motivation. Some older adults may feel that personal hygiene is no longer important. They might believe that no one cares about their appearance, or, due to reduced social interaction, feel that maintaining hygiene is unnecessary. Depression and loneliness. Older adults experiencing depression or loneliness may lose interest in self-care. Depression can significantly reduce motivation for daily tasks, including personal hygiene. Decreased self-care ability. Age-related conditions, such as cognitive decline or reduced self-care abilities, can leave older adults unable to maintain personal hygiene routines. They may forget to bathe, change clothes, or not recognize the need to do so. Consequences of neglecting personal hygiene. Impact on self-perception. Poor personal hygiene affects not only appearance, but also self-confidence and self-respect. Neglecting hygiene can lead to feelings of low self-worth and hinder social interaction. Impact on social relationships. Poor personal hygiene can make others uncomfortable. Body odor, unclean hair, or soiled clothing can lead to social isolation, reducing opportunities for interaction and maintaining relationships. This can contribute to loneliness and social isolation. Impact on health. Inadequate personal hygiene can lead to serious health problems. For example, infrequent bathing can foster bacterial growth, causing skin infections. Poor oral hygiene can lead to dental problems, impacting overall health. Impact on others' perceptions. A lack of self-care can lead others to perceive older adults as lacking self-respect or incapable of self-care. This can diminish respect and connection with others, particularly within family and community relationships. Why this is a habit that needs changing. Improved physical and mental health. Maintaining personal hygiene improves both physical and mental well-being. Feeling clean promotes freshness, confidence, and readiness to engage with the world. For older adults, it reduces the risk of infections and dermatological issues. Improved social relationships. Prioritizing personal hygiene allows older adults to maintain and develop better social relationships. Increased confidence fosters interaction, creating opportunities for connection and community involvement, improving quality of life. Increased self-esteem. Self-care demonstrates self-respect and self-love. It helps older adults maintain a sense of worth and prevents feelings of isolation. How to improve personal hygiene as we age. Managing health conditions. If health issues contribute to hygiene challenges, consulting a doctor and developing a treatment plan is crucial. This addresses underlying problems and improves overall health, facilitating better hygiene practices. Establishing routines. Older adults can establish simple, manageable hygiene routines. This could include daily bathing, regular changes of clothing, brushing teeth after meals, or using light fragrance to feel refreshed. Seeking assistance. If self-care becomes difficult, seeking help from family members or hiring caregivers can ensure personal hygiene needs are met. Encouragement and support. Creating a positive environment is vital. Gentle exercise, community involvement, or support groups can maintain motivation for self-care. 3. Oversharing about your health. A friendly guide. Reasons for excessive sharing of health information. The need for empathy and attention. When older adults experience health problems, they may feel lonely and seek connection and compassion. Discussing illnesses can be a way to connect with others, find solace, and receive care. Lack of proactive communication. As people age, they may feel they have fewer interesting topics to share besides health concerns. This leads to a focus on illnesses and doctor's appointments, as these are familiar and readily discussed. A feeling of loss of control. Individuals facing prolonged illness or health issues may feel a loss of control over their lives. Excessive sharing about their health can be an attempt to regain control or to receive attention, preventing feelings of abandonment. Difficulty with self-awareness. Some older adults may not realize that excessive health discussions can be tiring or uncomfortable for others. This often occurs when they lack the ability to recognize others' emotional responses during conversations. Consequences of excessive health sharing. Creating a heavy and uncomfortable atmosphere, focusing solely on health issues can make conversations heavy and unbalanced. Constantly discussing illnesses can leave listeners feeling burdened, fatigued, and lacking vibrancy in interactions. Putting pressure on others. Family and friends may feel pressured to listen to health concerns, offer comfort, and provide support, leading to emotional exhaustion. Loss of normalcy and enthusiasm. Life encompasses more than health issues. People seek engaging and optimistic conversations to relieve stress. Constantly discussing health can make conversations monotonous and uninspiring, diminishing connection and engagement. Increased feelings of loneliness. While sharing health concerns can be a way to seek empathy, excessive sharing may make others feel the relationship revolves around negativity. This can increase loneliness as the older adult feels valued only for their illnesses. Loss of respect and concern from others. Continuously sharing health information without considering others' feelings can unintentionally diminish respect and concern from those around them. Focusing solely on personal issues can make others feel their own needs are neglected. Why? This is a habit to change. Fostering a positive communication environment. Intergenerational and peer relationships require diversity and richness. Focusing solely on health creates an imbalance, leading to heavy and less enjoyable conversations. Changing this habit makes conversations more vibrant and comfortable for everyone involved. Promoting optimism. Sharing aspects of life beyond illness maintains optimism and positive energy. Focusing on positive and interesting aspects of life creates a happier environment, making older adults feel valued and loved. Improving social relationships. Constantly discussing health problems can create negativity for listeners. Changing this habit improves relationships, building stronger connections and mutual care. How to reduce excessive health sharing. Balance sharing. Older adults can share health information while creating opportunities for others to share their lives. Conversations should be reciprocal, not self-focused. Introducing diverse topics maintains interest and harmony. Active listening and showing concern for others. Instead of self-focus, older adults can listen and inquire about others' lives. This reduces excessive health sharing and fosters connection and care. Nurturing mental well-being and pursuing other activities. Participating in social activities, sports, or hobbies reduces focus on illness. This improves mental health and provides richer conversation topics. For accumulating or hoarding excessive possessions. Reasons for hoarding in older adults. A common reason older adults hoard possessions is sentimental attachment. Old items, clothing, or household goods may evoke cherished memories of the past. These items serve as tangible reminders of a bygone era, maintaining a connection to past experiences. Concerns about the future and resource scarcity also play a role. Older adults may hoard out of a desire to be prepared, fearing an inability to replace necessities later in life. This stems from frugality or anxieties about future financial limitations. A sense of powerlessness and lack of control can also contribute. As individuals age, they may feel less control over various aspects of their lives. Hoarding can provide a sense of agency and decision-making power. Finally, hoarding habits may develop from past hardship. Individuals who experienced war, crisis, or scarcity may develop hoarding as a protective mechanism against future difficulties, becoming a deeply ingrained habit. Consequences of excessive hoarding. Cluttered living spaces are a significant consequence of hoarding. Unnecessary items overwhelm the home, hindering movement and comfort. This overcrowding can create feelings of confinement, reducing the quality of life. Stress and anxiety are also common. Managing and protecting numerous possessions can be overwhelming, requiring significant time and effort for organization and cleaning. This can increase anxiety and stress levels. The resulting clutter can lead to fatigue and unease, particularly in disorganized environments. A loss of control and resistance to change are further consequences. Excessive hoarding can reflect an unwillingness to accept change, particularly when clinging to unused items. This can lead to over-attachment to the past, rejecting change and new experiences. Without addressing hoarding behaviors, opportunities for a more comfortable and healthy living environment are missed. Impact on relationships and communication. Family and social relationships suffer. Overcrowded living spaces create difficulties for family members, impacting cleaning and shared living. Family members, especially children, may experience stress in assisting or persuading the older adult to discard unnecessary items. This can lead to intergenerational conflict. Children may feel anxious or frustrated by their parents' inability to declutter, leading to a lack of empathy and understanding. A diminished connection with younger generations is another consequence. Holding on to old or unused items can hinder connections with younger generations. Resistance to change can create a sense of living in the past, while younger generations seek innovation and progress. This can lead to social isolation as the older adult feels misunderstood and disconnected. Overcoming hoarding behaviors. Self-awareness and understanding are crucial. Older adults need to recognize the negative impacts of excessive hoarding on their living space and relationships. Acknowledging the behavior and understanding the benefits of decluttering is a vital first step. Regular decluttering plans are essential. This involves sorting possessions, discarding unused or valueless items. This process should be gradual, avoiding feelings of pressure or overwhelm. Donating or sharing possessions is beneficial. Instead of keeping unnecessary items, consider donating or gifting them to others who can use them. This reduces clutter and provides a sense of satisfaction from charitable acts. Creating a tidy and comfortable living environment is also important. Organizing the living space and creating a clean and organized environment improves quality of life, reducing stress and facilitating connections with others. 5. Interrupting during conversations. Reasons for interrupting. A common reason older adults interrupt is a strong desire to share accumulated knowledge and life experiences. They may feel they have something important to contribute, especially to younger generations. This stems from a wish to help, teach, or simply share their understanding. Urgency and fear of forgetting. As age progresses, memory and concentration may decline, leading to a fear of forgetting what they want to say. This can cause them to interrupt while others are speaking. Lack of awareness of conversational timing and space. Some older adults may not realize they're interrupting, accustomed to dominating past conversations. They may lack awareness of conversational dynamics and the importance of listening before responding. A need to be heard. Older adults may feel unheard or overlooked in conversations, leading them to interrupt to assert their importance and desire for attention. Consequences of interrupting. Creating feelings of powerlessness and being overlooked. Frequent interruptions can make others, especially younger people, feel disrespected and unheard. This creates discomfort and disrupts connection. Younger individuals may feel unable to finish their thoughts, reducing their participation and straining the relationship. Diminishing conversation quality. Constant interruptions make conversations disjointed and hard to maintain. Participants feel disrespected, lacking opportunities to share without interruption. This leads to fatigue and disinterest. Conversations become less about meaningful exchange and more about monologues, creating a feeling of being dismissed. Continuous interruptions can make others feel disrespected, unimportant, and dismissed. While unintentional, it can convey a lack of listening or care. This can damage relationships, fostering feelings of devaluation and emotional distance. Impact on relationships and communication. Damaging family and friendship relationships. Frequent interruptions create tension and conflict, especially with children, grandchildren, or friends. Those interrupted feel unheard and disrespected, diminishing connection and creating misunderstandings. Older adults may not realize the impact of their actions, particularly in close relationships. Loss of intergenerational connection and respect. When older adults don't listen or frequently interrupt younger generations, it creates a generational divide. Younger generations feel disrespected and misunderstood, while older adults may feel isolated and uncared for. This lack of connection can lead to intergenerational conflict, straining relationships. Overcoming the habit of interrupting. Enhancing active listening skills. Improving listening skills is key. Practicing active listening, allowing others to finish before responding, creates smoother conversations and equal sharing. This fosters open and respectful communication. Reminding oneself of the importance of two-way communication. Older adults should remind themselves of the importance of not interrupting and creating fair conversational space. Practicing patience and allowing others to complete their thoughts is crucial. Sometimes, interruptions stem from a desire to share. Finding tactful ways to express this without interrupting is important. Practicing patience. When needing to share, older adults can practice patience, waiting for their turn. Jotting down points to make and waiting until others finish allows for more coherent conversations and shows respect. 6. Prudent savings. Causes of excessive saving. Stemming from fear of financial instability, a primary reason for excessive saving among older adults is fear of future financial insecurity. Reduced income and diminished earning potential in old age often lead to increased saving to ensure financial security in later life. This financial insecurity may stem from limited fixed income sources or concerns about future healthcare costs. Past experiences of financial hardship. Older adults who have experienced past financial difficulties, such as economic downturns or job loss, may feel compelled to save more rigorously to avoid similar situations. Past scarcity can create significant future anxieties, leading to a persistent need to save every possible amount. A quality of life is unimportant attitude. Individuals who save excessively may undervalue life experiences, viewing spending on leisure, entertainment, or non-essential activities as wasteful. They may believe that saving is more important than enjoying life. This habit may stem from an overemphasis on financial goals and a lack of balance between saving and enjoying life. Consequences of excessive saving causing discomfort for others. Excessive saving may lead older adults to decline social engagements, celebrations, or even family meals. Refusal to give gifts, travel, or participate in recreational activities can cause discomfort among those around them, potentially leading to perceptions of being difficult or excessively frugal. Loved ones may feel hurt by the rejection of social interaction and sharing, leading to feelings of neglect or insignificance. Creating strained relationships. Excessive saving can lead to strained relationships, particularly within families. Children or grandchildren may feel uncared for or unsupported when their elders refuse to spend on shared activities. Conversations about spending, saving, or money can cause misunderstandings or tension if one party insists on excessive saving and refuses to share or spend on social and emotional needs. Failure to enjoy life. A serious consequence of excessive saving is the missed opportunity to enjoy life. Older adults may forgo activities that enhance their quality of life, such as travel, learning new things, or participating in social activities. Retirement can become monotonous without a balance between saving and enjoying precious moments. Failing to spend on enriching experiences can lead to loneliness, boredom, and a sense of meaninglessness. Creating financial anxiety and stress. While the aim of saving is to secure future finances, an overemphasis on saving can create financial anxiety, leaving older adults feeling financially insecure despite having sufficient funds. This anxiety can increase stress levels and negatively impact their mental and physical health. Impact on relationships and communication. Family tension. Children and relatives may feel frustrated or disappointed by an older adult's excessive saving. They may feel uncared for or perceive a lack of financial support in times of need, leading to family conflict and tension. A lack of spending or financial support for family needs, especially during difficult times for children, can weaken relationships and trust. Loss of social connection. Excessively frugal individuals may avoid social activities, viewing them as wasteful. This can lead to social isolation and diminished relationships with friends and family. While saving is important, participating in social activities and sharing moments with others helps build and maintain strong relationships. Overcoming excessive saving habits, finding a balance between saving and enjoying life. A key step is finding a balance between saving and enjoying life. Older adults should understand that money is not solely for the future, but also for important present needs, such as healthcare, social activities, or travel. Planning for leisure activities, travel, or classes they enjoy can enhance quality of life and create positive memories with family and friends. Sharing with loved ones. Sharing finances or participating in community activities can reduce financial anxieties and strengthen family and friend relationships. Giving gifts on special occasions or supporting children and grandchildren when needed fosters connection and strengthens bonds, creating a positive environment. Financial counseling. If managing finances and excessive saving are challenging, seeking professional financial advice can help create a reasonable spending plan. Financial advisors can help create a balanced plan that accommodates both saving and enjoying life. 7. Revisiting familiar tales. A collection of beloved stories. Reasons for repeated storytelling in older adults. A primary reason older adults frequently recount past stories stems from cherishing valuable memories. Significant life events, achievements, and memorable experiences may hold prominent places in their minds, prompting a desire to share these narratives. The joy and pride associated with past experiences motivate them to transmit these memories, especially when they perceive these stories as fostering connection with others. Age-related memory changes. As individuals age, some may experience difficulty recalling recent events or new information, instead recalling past events with greater clarity. This can lead to unintentional repetition in conversations. Memory issues and cognitive decline may prevent them from recognizing the repetition of stories. The desire for connection and experience sharing. Older adults often wish to share their life experiences to help others, or simply to feel valued. They may hope their stories impart valuable lessons or create a bond with the listener. Recounting stories not only provides a sense of validation, but also serves as a way to demonstrate continued contribution to conversations and relationships. Consequences of excessive storytelling. Boredom and fatigue for listeners. Repeated storytelling leads to listener boredom and fatigue. Hearing the same story unchanged repeatedly diminishes conversational interest. Listeners, especially younger individuals or those familiar with the story, may feel frustrated or impatient, potentially avoiding conversations or losing interest in interaction. Diminished conversational value. When older adults fail to recognize repeated storytelling, conversations may feel shallow, lacking novelty and creativity. An inability to introduce new topics or recognize shifts in relational dynamics can leave others feeling disrespected, and the conversation devoid of genuine value. Feelings of being ignored or overlooked. Older adults may feel isolated or ignored if they receive no positive feedback when recounting past stories. They might feel excluded from social life or undervalued. Lack of engagement or shifts in listener attitude can hurt the older adult's feelings, leading to loneliness or a sense of invalidation. Generation gap. Excessive recounting of past events can create significant generational divides. Older stories may lack relevance or connection to the modern issues facing younger generations. This can lead to a sense of distance, making it difficult for younger people to connect with older adults or understand their shared experiences. Impact on relationships. Family and social strain. If older adults are unaware of story repetition, family members or friends may become irritated. They may feel their contributions are undervalued or that the older adult is dominating the conversation. One-sided, non-interactive conversations lead to decreased engagement and a reluctance to participate further. This can cause tension and diminish relationship quality. Difficulty communicating with younger generations. Older stories may lack relevance to younger people, especially if they relate to past events unknown to the younger generation. This can lead to non-interactive conversations and a lack of intergenerational connection. Younger people may feel neglected or unimportant if older adults focus solely on past memories without branching into shared or contemporary topics. Addressing excessive storytelling. Recognizing repetition. A crucial first step is helping older adults recognize repeated storytelling. This can be done gently and tactfully, perhaps through conversations or positive feedback on new stories, encouraging them to share new experiences. Family members might gently remind them, such as, "Mom, you've told us that story before. Do you have a new one?" This helps them realize they can share different stories, bringing freshness to communication. Encouraging new experiences. Older adults can be encouraged to engage in new activities, learn new things, or share recent life events. Learning new technologies, participating in community activities, or socializing with friends can broaden sharing opportunities and create new topics. This helps them feel valued and maintain connections through fresh stories and experiences. Promoting listening and interaction. Conversations should balance sharing and listening. Older adults should be encouraged not only to tell stories, but also to listen to other stories and opinions. This fosters positive interaction and makes everyone feel involved. Family members or friends should actively participate, enabling older adults to share, listen, and learn from others. 8. Reluctance to adopt technological advancements. Reasons for resistance to technological advancement. Fear of change and lack of skills. A common reason is resistance to change. For older adults, technology can be unfamiliar and complex. They may find it challenging to adapt to new devices, software, or interfaces. A lack of confidence in using technology leads to refusal or procrastination. Fear of making mistakes or failing to keep pace with rapid technological advancements can cause feelings of isolation and discourage experimentation. Established habits and complacency. Older adults often have years of experience with traditional methods. They may be content with their current lifestyle and see no need to learn new technologies. They might believe smartphones, tablets, or online tools are unnecessary. This sense of sufficiency discourages change, even though technology could simplify their lives. Lack of support and guidance. Crucially, a lack of support from family or friends hinders adoption. Without guidance, older adults may feel overwhelmed and unsure how to begin. Without assistance in troubleshooting problems, they may feel isolated and discouraged, leading to avoidance or abandonment of the learning process. So, consequences of resistance to technological advancement. Feelings of obsolescence and isolation. Failing to keep up with technological advancements can lead to feelings of being left behind. This can cause loneliness, as participation in social activities, online communication, and access to modern information become limited. For example, inability to use messaging apps like WhatsApp or Facebook to connect with family and friends creates isolation and disconnection. Difficulties accessing information and services. Technology is essential for accessing vital services, including healthcare, banking, online shopping, and information retrieval. Without technological literacy, older adults face difficulties using these services, missing out on opportunities and conveniences. Tasks like online appointment scheduling or e-banking become time-consuming and costly. Reduced interaction with younger generations. Technology is a primary communication tool for younger generations. Without technological skills, older adults struggle to communicate with younger family members and friends, creating generational distance. This can increase the generational gap and lead to feelings of disconnection and loneliness. Impact on relationships. Family and social relationships. Resistance to technology can strain family relationships. Younger generations may feel frustrated by an older adult's inability to participate in activities like video chats or social media, or even online educational tools. This can lead to one-sided communication and a reliance on traditional methods, reducing the flexibility and convenience of interactions. Social isolation within the community. Technological illiteracy can lead to isolation not just within the family, but also within the community. Online social activities, groups, and events are integral to modern life. Older adults who cannot participate feel excluded, especially as much social information and interaction now occurs online. Overcoming resistance to technological advancement. Gradual introduction to new technologies. Technological adoption should be gradual and tailored to the individual's learning capacity. Instead of forcing immediate adoption, family and friends can start with simple, user-friendly devices and applications. Guidance and support build confidence. Consistent support and patience. Ongoing support and patience are vital. Short, clear instructions and gentle troubleshooting are key. Hands-on learning, such as scheduling an online appointment together or using a messaging app, fosters engagement. Encouraging participation in technology classes. Technology classes for older adults are increasingly common, offering instruction on computers, smartphones, and basic online applications. These classes provide a comfortable and supportive environment for learning and socializing with peers. 9. Excessive defensive reactions. Causes of excessive defensive reactions, age-related sensitivity, and life experiences. As people age, they often view their life experiences as validation of their perspectives. They may feel younger individuals lack the experience to understand or judge their actions. Advice from younger people can be perceived as an insult or questioning of their capabilities, leading to immediate defensiveness. Fear of loss of control. Aging can bring a sense of decreasing control over one's life, declining health, reduced work capacity, and increased dependence on others. This can lead to a strong desire to protect what remains within their control, including personal decisions and viewpoints. Suggestions for alternative approaches or changes to habits can feel like a loss of autonomy, prompting defensive reactions to protect their position. Established habits over time. Defensive responses may have developed over many years, becoming ingrained personality traits. Individuals frequently facing criticism or undervaluation in the past may unconsciously adopt protective behaviors. This is particularly true for those with challenging life experiences who have had to fight to assert themselves or defend their views in a changing society. Insecurity and fear of irrelevance. Some older adults feel less valued, especially in the workplace or family. They may fear becoming invisible or unimportant to others. Receiving suggestions or advice can be interpreted as a sign of being overlooked or undervalued, resulting in strong reactions to reassert themselves. Consequences of excessive defensive reactions. Weakened relationships. Constantly defensive responses to suggestions make communication difficult. This can strain family relationships, distance friends, and create discomfort in social settings. For example, if older adults consistently reject or react sharply to suggestions from younger family members, it can discourage further sharing and create a feeling of not being heard. Increased tension and negativity. Excessive defensiveness can lead to unnecessary arguments, increasing tension between generations or between older adults and their peers, colleagues. Negative interactions may cause others to avoid conversations to prevent conflict, leading to feelings of isolation and alienation. Closing doors to learning and growth. Rejecting different perspectives or advice can prevent personal growth and limit opportunities for a better life. For example, refusing to learn to use a smartphone due to feeling pressured, when openness could reveal its benefits in connecting with family. Overcoming excessive defensive reactions. Recognizing one's reactions. The first step is recognizing defensive responses. Ask yourself, why am I reacting so strongly? Am I genuinely offended or simply dislike receiving suggestions? Recognizing these reactions allows for better emotional control and more positive communication. Focusing on the intent behind suggestions. When receiving advice, consider the intent. Loved ones usually want what's best, not to criticize or hurt. A reminder about health is driven by concern, not control. Practicing active listening. Active listening means paying attention without immediate reaction. Instead of defending, ask clarifying questions. Can you explain that further? How would this benefit me? This allows time for thoughtful responses, reducing unnecessary defensiveness. Maintaining openness and flexibility. Accept that no one is perfect and there's always something new to learn. View suggestions as opportunities for different perspectives. Consider, could this be a better approach? Or, I'll try it. If it doesn't work, I can revert. 10. Speaking negatively about others. Reasons for speaking ill of others. Lack of conversational topics. As people age, their participation in various activities may decrease, limiting conversation topics. Discussing others can become an easy way to maintain a conversation without requiring much thought. This is especially true within friend groups, where sharing information about acquaintances can become habitual without consideration of the negative impact. Feelings of competition or comparison. Some individuals compare themselves to others to feel superior. Witnessing another's success or happiness may unconsciously trigger attempts to diminish that person through negative comments. This is common in family or neighborhood settings, where frequent interaction can breed envy or dissatisfaction. Desire for attention or influence. Some individuals use information about others to gain attention or project an image of knowledge. Sharing hot gossip may be perceived as enhancing their appeal. In some cases, speaking ill of others fosters a sense of camaraderie and strengthens social standing within a group. Learned behavior from the environment. Individuals raised in environments where speaking ill of others is normalized may continue this habit into adulthood without recognizing its harm. Spending time with like-minded individuals reinforces this behavior. Personal dissatisfaction or loneliness. Dissatisfaction with one's life may lead to diminishing others to feel better about oneself. Loneliness can also drive negative talk as a means of seeking connection or attention. Consequences of speaking ill of others. Weakening relationships. Consistently speaking negatively erodes trust. Others may question the speaker's reliability, leading to alienation and decreased intimacy, particularly with family, friends, and neighbors. Causing conflict and misunderstandings. Negative information can be distorted or misinterpreted, leading to unnecessary misunderstandings, arguments, disunity, and fractured relationships. Creating a negative self-image. Individuals who frequently speak ill of others are perceived as negative, critical, and untrustworthy, diminishing respect and discouraging others from sharing personal information. Impacting mental health. Focusing on the negative aspects of others negatively impacts mood, increasing stress and anxiety. Sustained negative thinking can affect mental well-being, reducing happiness and life satisfaction. Overcoming the habit of speaking ill of others, recognizing one's behavior, self-reflection is crucial. Ask yourself, is this necessary? Is it helpful? Awareness is the first step towards change. Focusing on more positive topics, shift conversations towards positive subjects like hobbies, life experiences, or positive aspects of life. Reading, watching films, or participating in community activities can broaden conversational topics. Cultivating empathy. Before speaking negatively, consider the other person's perspective. Would you feel hurt if someone spoke about you in the same way? Empathy helps understand everyone's unique struggles. Limiting contact with those who also gossip. If a group frequently engages in negative talk, redirect the conversation or avoid such interactions. If avoidance is difficult, politely excuse yourself or refrain from engaging. Practicing praise. Instead of criticism, focus on positive attributes. Acknowledge commendable actions rather than dwelling on shortcomings. 11. Abandoning the new idea. Reasons why older adults reject new ideas. Familiarity with old methods. Individuals who have worked and lived a certain way for many years often find comfort and security in established methods. New ideas may require changes in thinking, habits, or necessitate additional learning. Prospects many find time-consuming or complex. Fear of error or obsolescence. Some fear that acknowledging a superior new idea implies their previous beliefs or practices were flawed or outdated. This can damage self-esteem, leading to resistance rather than acceptance. Lack of understanding or unwillingness to learn. A lack of understanding of a new idea often leads to rejection rather than further investigation. This is particularly true for those with limited exposure to modern technology, science, or societal trends. Insecurity and loss of control. The rapid pace of change can leave older adults feeling a loss of control. Clinging to old ways provides a sense of stability, even if it means rejecting beneficial improvements. Personal beliefs or deep-seated convictions. Some hold strong pre-existing beliefs on certain issues, e.g., education, finance, technology, lifestyle. When confronted with contradictory ideas, they may dismiss them without thorough consideration. Consequences of rejecting new ideas. Reduced intergenerational connection. Resistance to new ideas can hinder communication and relationships with younger generations, grandchildren, or younger colleagues. Younger individuals may feel disrespected or undervalued when their perspectives are dismissed. Lost opportunities for learning and growth. Continuously rejecting new ideas can cause older adults to miss opportunities for learning and adapting to a changing society. This can lead to stagnation and missed opportunities in both professional and personal life. Diminished adaptability to modern life. With constantly evolving technology and society, rejecting new things can create difficulties in daily activities such as online banking, smartphone use, or navigating modern services, leading to feelings of isolation. Increased isolation and alienation. Continuously rejecting new ideas can create communication barriers, discouraging others from sharing information or engaging in conversation. This can lead to feelings of loneliness and detachment from society. Overcoming resistance and changing attitudes. Cultivating openness and active listening. When encountering a new idea, instead of immediate dismissal, take time to listen and learn. Ask, what can I learn from this? Is it truly beneficial? Why do others support it? Focusing on benefits rather than difficulties. Instead of dwelling on risks or inconveniences, consider the potential advantages of the new idea. For example, learning to use a smartphone can facilitate easier communication with family and friends. Maintaining humility and a growth mindset. No one knows everything. View learning as an opportunity for growth, not a threat. Remember that change doesn't invalidate past actions. It simply suggests better ways of doing things. Experimentation before judgment. Instead of immediate rejection, try a new idea partially to assess its effectiveness. For example, if a new fitness method exists, try it briefly before concluding it's ineffective. Connecting with open-minded individuals. Interacting with open-minded and flexible individuals facilitates adaptation. Learning from younger generations, colleagues, or participating in discussion groups can help older adults embrace change more naturally. 12. Expressing gratitude. Reasons why older adults may express gratitude less frequently. Taking things for granted. Some older adults may be accustomed to receiving help from family, grandchildren, or caregivers without feeling the need to express gratitude. For example, they may view their grandchildren's care as an obligation rather than an act of love, leading to a lack of perceived need for expressing appreciation. Unfamiliarity with expressing emotions. Some individuals are not accustomed to verbally expressing emotions due to upbringing or cultural influences. They may believe expressing gratitude is unnecessary or feel awkward expressing feelings. They might show appreciation through actions, which may not always be recognized. Power dynamics and life experience. Individuals with extensive life experience or those who held prominent positions may feel they don't need to thank younger people. They may believe their past contributions make current assistance expected. This can unintentionally create distance and disconnect. Feelings of self-doubt or fatigue. Some older adults, especially those with health or mental health challenges, may feel useless and worthless. This can lead to overlooking kindnesses and an inability to express gratitude. Fatigue, stress, or depression can also diminish the ability to perceive and express positive emotions. Consequences of a lack of gratitude. Emotional harm to others. Continuously providing help without receiving thanks can lead to feelings of being undervalued and unappreciated. This is particularly true within families, where children or relatives caring for elderly parents may feel unrecognized and unthanked. Weakening relationships. A lack of gratitude can create distance between older adults and their grandchildren, friends, or former colleagues. Consistent failure to express appreciation can cause resentment and withdrawal, potentially leading to isolation. Impact on personal image. Individuals who rarely express gratitude may be perceived as inconsiderate, arrogant, or selfish. This can affect how others view them and diminish respect. Creation of a negative social environment. A lack of gratitude can unintentionally foster a negative environment where kindness is not encouraged. Conversely, those who express gratitude often attract positive energy and cultivate better relationships. Overcoming and cultivating gratitude. Practicing daily gratitude. Develop a habit of saying thank you for small things, help received, advice given, or even a smile. It may feel unnatural initially, but it will become second nature. Appreciating small gestures. Don't only thank people for significant help. Appreciate small gestures like an inquiry or act of care. Keeping a gratitude journal is an effective way to cultivate a positive mindset and recognize the value of everyday things. Expressing gratitude through actions. Beyond words, show appreciation through actions like sending a message, making a call, or performing a kind deed for someone who has helped. A smile, nod, or pat on the back are simple ways to show appreciation. Understanding gratitude as respect. Saying thank you is not just polite, it shows respect. Feeling appreciated encourages continued help and positive connections. Observing and learning from grateful people. Observe genuinely grateful individuals and learn from them. Seek positive environments where gratitude is encouraged and practiced. Age is inevitable, but how you conduct yourself and grow over time is entirely within your control. Remember, you're not just getting older, you're crafting your own legacy. If you find yourself inadvertently falling into any of these habits, don't worry, change is always possible. Most importantly, maintain an open mind, humility, and a willingness to listen. Which habits do you think are most common, or have you encountered individuals exhibiting these traits? Please share your thoughts in the comments below. I'd love to hear them. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell to stay updated on future helpful content. See you in the next video.